Okay, so I just opened up my iTunes on my computer, and I'm going to show you what I meant today about syncing. So I've got my iPad handy, and well, first let's talk about what's here. So if I go up to the Store tab, this is where you can sign in or sign out. So I can see that I'm signed in under my account that I want to sync this iPad with. This is my new iPad. And so over here are the different things that are in my library. Now, these are things that are actually on my computer. They are stored on my computer. Here are the links to the store. And when you go to the iTunes store, there is a tab over here called Purchased. And this is a very handy tab because you can click on your apps, and you can see for your iPhone or your iPad which apps. So the ones that are already downloaded on your iPad or your iPhone say downloaded, and if they need to be updated, they say update. And there's a little arrow. Let's see if I can find one. See, I told you I had a lot of apps, didn't I? Alright, so let's look. There you go. So these can be downloaded. So you have them in your iTunes library, but they are not currently on the iPad. So if you click this, it will download them. So over here, things that were purchased on my iPod, and then this is my different playlists. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in my iPad and let you see what happens. I can actually hit the back button. And now it has devices, and it says Amy's iPad. So I'm going to click on where it says Amy's iPad, and notice it's twirling right here. That's because it's syncing. It's automatically syncing when I plug it in. And if I scroll down, it says open iTunes when the iPad is connected. But I want to manually take care of my music and videos. I don't want that to sync. Right here there are different tabs right at the top. So I'm going to go to the Apps tab. And this is the one that I told you I had to completely organize. You can see that it looks a lot like my iPad. Here are the different pages, and here are the apps on each page. And I can click on each page, and it'll show me what's on my iPad. Now, when I first plugged in yesterday, there were apps that were selected. And seeing as how the last time I used this account with something that was plugged in, I am assuming it was with my iPhone. And I had a lot of apps on my iPhone because I was using it in class with kids. And so like all of these everyday math apps. So you can click on different apps, and I'll go to page 4 and you can see what happens. So when you click on something, then it just shows up on the last page. So in this way, you can get your folders and everything all set on your computer in your iTunes account. You can take these and you can drag and drop. Now, sometimes these panes are in the bottom underneath here, and like under here, and sometimes they're on the side. I think it depends on which version of iTunes you have. So I'm going to come up here, and some of these things I want to put in a folder. So for example, the U.S. History Timeline. In here, I think I have Social Studies. Nope. So good thing I look. Social Studies is in my third pane. So I can come here, and I can grab this and go to the third pane, and instantly it shows, and then I can just drag it and drop it. And I can go back, and I can check out different things. I have a professional folder, so I'm going to take TeacherPad and put it in my professional folder because it's like a student management system. And let's see, history maps, that goes in social studies again. So if I just, so you can see that I can just get it all organized. And I can add apps that are in my iTunes library that I currently don't have. Or I can take apps off. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go to page 4. Let's say, for example, I do not want solids. So these are organized by the type of device. You can sort by a variety of things, but I find the type of device is the best way. And I'm going to go down to the iPad. They are alphabetical. I can also delete things by clicking this and then clicking the X, or I can check or uncheck items over here in the window. So let's see, Toy Story, Kindertown, these are pretty good. I'm going to keep those there. InkFlow, not quite sure about where to put that one yet. I think I know, but I'm not exactly sure. Angry Birds is going to go in games, and that's definitely on the first page. So let me see, there's my games folder. Excellent. Oops, Angry Birds, drop that in games. Oops, so it's not letting me because I have too many things in my games folder. So you can see that I can drag and drop and then get everything all set, and then when I want, I just click apply, and it says, are you sure you want to remove the things that you did because you made some changes? This will delete the app. And yes, I do. I want, because I've got it all set here. Now that doesn't mean that I can't go on my iPad and continue to download, but the next time I plug in, it's going to say, you know, you've got some new apps, do you want to sync? You do have to have this checked, sync apps, and it does tell you that it will erase the things that are on your iPad, and that's really what you want to do. You want to erase the things that are on there quickly so that you can then add. So I would go into the App Store over here, and I would go to Purchased, and you can search the store so you can see what you already have. Go to apps if you want to, but right up here you can search. Trying to be patient. There you go. And you can search for different apps, and it will do the search, and if it's in the App Store, it'll show up here, and you can download it right to your account. So for example, sometimes I visit the App Store right here, and I might go to what's hot. I actually like to look at the free apps, and I'll go to see all, and you can check out the things. It tells you if you have them already or if you want them. So let's say the Weather Channel. It's going to ask me for my Apple ID. So I'm going to type that in, and then now it's downloading the Weather Channel for iPad. And if it already says I've purchased the item. So let's see, let's find one that I have not purchased. Let's see. I'll download the free Word with Friends. Let's try that. So now it says downloading. If I look up here, you can see that it's downloading. Oh, it is downloading the Weather Channel. I can come over here to the Downloads tab, and it shows me what's downloading and how long, and then it will be in my iTunes library. If I go back to my iPad and I go to the 4th page, you can see they're being downloaded right now. So there they are. So it automatically does it. So I can do this right from my computer and then sync it. And then every now and then just plug it into the same computer that you have for all of your items, and you'll be A-OK.